fellow Driver Radio fans, Richard Rush here today with Walt McLean behind the camera. Today we're going to look at the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. We actually reviewed an earlier version of the Pacifica. This is the Hybrid. A lot more features on it just from the model that we reviewed, so let's jump right in. For those of you that are familiar with the Town and Country, this is what replaces it. And really, they've done a fabulous job on it, and you'll hear that throughout the review from us. As you can see with the front, they've done their best to make this car, honestly, not look like a minivan. They've really tried their best to make it very appeasing to the eye, very sporty looking. You can see they've given it some nice 18-inch wheels there. This is the Platinum version. There's really like two trim levels, Premium and Platinum. Really quick, the Platinum gives you a 360-degree camera, rear entertainment system, automatic cruise control, navigation, upgraded leather, hands-free doors, and I mentioned the 18-inch wheels. I'm going to actually open the doors. Walt's going to show you the passenger seat on this side, and I apologize for the length of this review. There's a lot to cover. So you'll notice a couple things. You've got your nice big rear entertainment screens back here, which is super nice. On both sides, of course, there's actually little remote, there's headsets, and there's actually a little remote. These are touch screens, or you can use this remote to control the screens, and we'll actually show you that here in just a little bit. One thing to note, on most Pacificas, this storage area right down here is actually reserved for stow and go seats. And what that means is these seats literally fold right into the floor. They fold flat so you don't have to pull them out. Normally that's included, but this being a hybrid, you lose some of that functionality due to the battery packs, of course. So you don't lose any trunk space, I should say, or back space, but you do lose that. There also is a little outlet back here, Walt. I'm not sure if we can show that or not, which is nice. The reason I point that out, we normally don't, but is for the sake of being able to plug in game consoles, whatever it might be, to play, and you can actually hook them together, do all sorts of fancy things. Several ways to close the door, either from, or actually I think there's four. There's a button right here on the side. You can pull the handle. You can close it with the key fob. And something that Chrysler has done that other manufacturers have not, there's this little button right here to make it easy for little kids as they get out of the car so you don't have to run around and close it. You just push this button and it closes automatically. So as we come around the back, one thing to note, you do have shades, manual shades on the back third row as well as the second row, which is really, really nice. You come around to the back, and again, you'll notice the sleek styling, and Chrysler has done this specifically. They've done it so it does not look like a minivan, actually, I mean, outside of the sliding doors. And we'll kind of get into our opinion there in a second. Open it from there. You can either open it from a key fob. It also has a keyless system. So you'll note here in the back, a few things to note here. 32.3 cubic feet of cargo room in the back. And so real quick, I'm going to show how to put these seats up with one hand. So literally throw it up right there, pull it forward, and you're up. And you can actually pull it down with one hand as well. You just pull here, pull it down, and it falls into place. And you're set to go. So really nice feature. I like to push this seatbelt over so you get more cargo room, but you don't have to. So in putting this up, and partly why I want to do this, I'm going to show everyone what this looks like from the back here. Pull it up. Really, I mean, just nice deep storage here. Again, has not been compromised by the battery because they've moved those up in the front, which is really nice. You have USB charging ports on that side is for this back area, and your charging cable actually goes into the back over here. Cup holder storage, more than enough of that, to be honest with you. And then obviously here's your button to close the back. So well, as we do that, I'm actually going to hop in really quick. And let me make sure I get this button closed. Oh, there, I can't see it. I'm going to actually turn this on, the car on. And yes, it is on because it is a hybrid, but I'm actually going to hop in here really quick. And I'm going to lean forward, turn off our volume, but I'm going to lift up our screen. And Walt, if you can show it, I just want to show people what this base screen looks like. So you have to give it a second to start up. It's got the nice Chrysler logo on it. Really a nice distance from you as well, which is a really, really nice feature. And as it's powering up, the car's powering up, everything's turning on. A couple things to note. So it's all a touch screen. You've got apps, which I just selected. You've got discs, so you can use the Blu-ray disc player. You can tap into what the screen 2 is doing. And you can connect devices to HDMI 1, which is over here, HDMI 2, or a USB down there, so you can store Blu-rays or movies on there, whatever it might be. This is a cool feature too. You can actually play, let's say we want to play tic-tac-toe. I go over here and I move over and I select it, and you'll notice, let's see here, so restart. So it's the other player's turn, so I just tapped it on the other screen. You go over here, they go here, I go here, they go down here, they've now won. So really quick, we normally don't show that, but I really like to, and it's just because I think it's such a cool feature in here, something that Chrysler has really pushed in this vehicle. Walt, if you can too, when we go to the front seat, just make sure you show them the sunroof, which is a really cool feature. And to finish off, we'll show you the front seat and how that looks. They've given a new Uconnect system. It's redesigned, especially for the Pacifica. I think they're going to start doing more and more of it, to be honest, than some other vehicles in Chrysler's lineup. A few things to note as far as cargo capacity: 32.3 cubic feet behind the third row, with all the seats and all the rows folded are taken out. 140.5, enough for I think it's 8x4 sheets of plywood, if I'm not mistaken. No CarPlay or Android Auto, which is a downside. They've got a technology called KeySense, which basically is for teen drivers. You can actually program it to where if you don't have seatbelts on, it turns off the radio and forces certain speed warnings, and you can't turn off certain safety features, which is really nice. As far as the hybrid features go, and I'll close this really quick, this is where you plug it in. Well, we don't need to get any closer on it, but just this is where you plug it in at night. Really nice features. 30 to 35 miles of electric-only range, which is really nice. 14 hours to charge with your standard household outlet. If you have a 240 volt, it's going to be about 2 hours is all. So really nice. If you want to install that in your house, I think it's about $1,500 to $2,000. But if you're doing a lot of driving and stuff on the go, maybe for you. 530 miles combined range, again, depending on your driving habits, where you're going, if that's highway, whatever it is. So to finish off this vehicle, as it sits right here, everything on it, with the panoramic sunroof, basically the platinum package, $47,885. And some of you are going to say $50,000 for a minivan. Yeah, but you get a lot of features with that. You get this hybrid technology, so you're getting a hybrid vehicle that is a plug-in hybrid. So most of the grocery getting people out there are actually able to use this vehicle without much of an issue, and actually not even charge it. For example, this weekend I think I charged it maybe twice and maybe only used a gallon or two of gas, to be honest with you. So really is functional in that aspect of things. And I think you can see we really love this vehicle. Chrysler has done a fantastic job. If you are one of those people that has said, oh, I'm not sure on the minivan, they're just not cool, Chrysler is making the minivan cool again. Now, I say that with saying my wife is one that's not a huge fan of it, but we're working on it. We're making progress. Me personally and my dad, John, we would say go out and buy this vehicle immediately, especially if you're a family of 2 or of 4 or more, including kids, pets, whatever it is. Fits a car seat really easily. Is just a fantastic vehicle. High ceilings, low floor. Really just a super functional and I think actually a pretty good looking minivan. So if you want to learn more about this vehicle, head to Chrysler's website, check it out, head to your local Chrysler dealer, put your family in it, and when you do that, tell them that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.